Hello guys, and welcome to the very first EyeSeaDoughNuts. In this channel you're going to see me make cake and decorate it to look like weird and wonderful things. So for my very first video I've decided to make Thor's hammer out of cake, and hopefully it will look like Thor's hammer. So I'm just going to show you how I did it. Roll film.
Just Google search Thor's hammer on the internet, and from there just drawing a picture of what I think cake should look like. Taking a drill, I'm going to draw 4 holes through a piece of cardboard into the base of my cake board. Into those holes I'm just going to put some wooden dowels. This will help support the cake once it's on the board. This is just a sideboard to stop the cake from falling off. Taking some royal icing or fondant icing, I'm just going to wrap that around a wooden dowel which will be used for the handle. I'm now using gum paste, which is a lot stronger icing, on the outside of the handle, which is the colour brown, to make leather. Using a paper template, I'm just going to cut away the top layer of icing, which will show the white icing underneath. After cutting out one, I'm just going to move the paper template down and repeat the process down the handle, which once you've finished should look like this. I'm then going to use a silver based food paint, which then I will colour in the white in between the gaps, which gives it a metallic look. On the edges of Thor's hammer it looks like he's got engraving. The way I'm going to do this is by cutting out 8 panels, and onto those panels I'm going to use a water icing to pipe the detail. This is what the 8 will look like once they're done. I've also cut out a disc which will go on top of the hammer once it's completed. Using some black icing, I'm just going to cover the underneath of Thor's hammer to allow that time to dry. On the secondary cake board I've cut some polystyrene to shape and stuck it on. This is where the cake will be resting once it's completed. I'm now screwing the handle into the cake base. I had to use polystyrene on the end because that's the way it's going to be resting. If I use cake it would crumble under its own weight. The bones of the cake are assembled. I'm just going to start layering cake, which I have previously made. It's just a Victoria sponge. It has been buttercreamed and iced already. Now that I'm at halfway, I'm going to put some plastic supports inside the cake to help it support its own weight. On top of that, I'm just going to put a cardboard layer which will then be load bearing. Now the cake's all stacked, I'm just going to cut it to shape. I'm just doing this by eye and from memory from the pictures I've seen on the internet. I am now adding a layer of butter icing. This is called a crumb coating. It picks up any of the loose crumbs, preventing it going anywhere else in the cake. It also fills in any holes and imperfections you may have, and it also gives the fondant icing something to stick to. To start off with, I'm using just white royal icing to cover the ends of the hammer. Using the same icing, I'm just going to cover the rest of the cake. This is just a base layer, which helps make the cake more squarer and smoothed off, filling in any holes that the butter icing may have missed. Just using my hand, and then I'm just going to smooth out the icing to give it a bit of a shine. Using a guide, I'm now just going to cut away the icing from the cake. This is where the panels that I decorated earlier will go. Now for the outer layer of icing, which is a kind of grey colour, I did the same as I did before, as in cover each of the ends first, then cutting away the icing for the panels. Now using the same grey colour icing, I'm just going to finish off the rest of the cake, taking a bit more care this time as this is the bit that will be on show. Just using a scalpel blade, I am now tidying up the cake and using various tools just to smooth it down in the right places. Just using an edible silver dust, which is called luster dust, to cover the cake. This is going to give it a metallic and metally look. I need a bigger brush because this took forever. Using the water icing that I made before, I'm just going to use it as a glue to stick the panels into place and push them into the cake. I'll do that on all of the sides. And to finish, the last bit of decoration is the circular disc just to go on top of the hammer. Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click that like button. That's going to help me out a lot. Now if you want to see more of me making cakes similar to this, as in it will look like different stuff, and subscribe. I'm planning to make plenty more. And if you've got a suggestion of what you want me to do, then please leave a comment down below. I'll have a read and I'll do it. Possibly. And yeah, that's all for now. Now I'm going to have to put this down because my arm is getting quite sore.